Hi guys, so here we are again, back with Scrivosphere. Today's video has not been planned, but due to recent events I've decided to do a little video about superheroes. So we're just going to have a little chat. So let's get right to it. So welcome guys to another video, and today we're just going to be talking about superheroes in general. As I said earlier, it's not planned, so prepare for this to be what could be a lengthy video, what could be a very short video. Before I go ahead, I want to pay my respects to the late great Chadwick Boseman. We lost him over the weekend, unfortunately. An actor known for his roles in 42, 21 Bridges, Get On Up, The Five Bloods. But I think most notably he was best known as Black Panther in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It is sad that he's gone, and all my thoughts go out to the family and friends of Chadwick Boseman. Rest in peace. So, today's video, I'm just going to be talking about superheroes in general. So, why not go from the late great Chadwick Boseman straight into the MCU? Well, not just the MCU in general, but Marvel, but what they have done over the years with their 22 movies, 23, sorry, is phenomenal. You know, obviously not every film in the series is top notch. You get films like The Dark World in there, which, you know, I enjoy every single one of these films, no matter what. But obviously, The Dark World is clearly one of the weaker ones. So yeah, it is brilliant what they have been able to do, going from Iron Man in 2008. All the way up to Spider-Man Far From Home in 2019, I want to say. I could be wrong with the year there. I apologise if I am. I'll correct it in the video. So what are we talking about today? Well, there is a lot of news that have come out recently about what's going ahead with Marvel, some DC Fandome stuff that we'll be going over. So yeah, let's dive into that news. With Marvel, obviously they have planned Falcon and Winter Soldier, WandaVision, Loki TV series. There's a Hawkeye series coming. Moon Knight, is it? I believe there's a TV series on that as well. So there's a lot of these TV shows they're going to be doing on Disney Plus, which I'm very much looking forward to. I cannot wait to see WandaVision and find out where Falcon and the Winter Soldier are going after the events of Endgame. You know, that's what it is. It's basically a series that is going to, you know, the three key series there: WandaVision, Falcon and Winter Soldier, and Loki. Those series tie directly to Endgame, and what happens after Endgame, of course. Falcon and Winter Soldier will see the struggle of, well, without Captain America, who's going to get the mantle. You know, obviously, Steve Rogers handed over the baton, or well, in this case, Shield, straight over to Sam Wilson. So, you know, our Falcon. So that's where he wanted it to go, but the US government might have different plans. That's what I'm getting from the trailer. You have this other geezer in the Captain America suit, and it feels really wrong. When watching it, it feels wrong. You get Baron Zemo coming back as well, in his purple get-up, which from the trailer, you know, it's just a purple mask. But you know, at least they're getting back to that comic book. You know, at least they're getting a little bit into the comic roots with the way they look. Winter Soldier's getting a haircut. Maybe in the style of Captain America. Is that what he's going for? Just to remember his old friend Steve. that could be what's going on there. Please like, comment and subscribe on my channel. It is much appreciated. And click that notification bell if you want to be notified when my videos are uploaded. Let's continue. So yeah, there's a lot of plans for Disney Plus, but also on the back end of that, there's films. There's a lot of films to go through. I'll just go for the ones on top of my head. Black Widow, which was due to come out in May, is now coming out, I believe, November of this year. I hope it's November of this year. I want something to watch this year. You know, you got some great films that were meant to come out this year. You know, that going away from superhero films for a second. Halloween was meant to come out in October. You had the Fast and Furious film that was meant to come out the same month as Black Widow, I believe, and now it's coming out May next year, February next year, is it? Yeah, it's February next year, I think it's coming out. So, you know, you had some great films that were planned to come out. Mulan, which is now, I'm not saying it's a great film. I wasn't a big fan of the original film. I'm not a big Disney person, to be fair, you know, except for, obviously, which is a little bit contradicting considering Marvel's Disney now. But anyway, so yeah, you have Mulan, which is obviously coming now to Disney Plus. Now, over in America, it's $30. Over in the UK, we get it for 20 quid, $19.99. It's steep. It's really steep because I think, you know, bring it down to DVD price, £10 to £12, and that would have people buying it. It's going to lose money. No, there's no doubt it's going to lose money. You know, let's get a little bit, like, you know, into the real world for a second. The first few people that get it and buy it and pay for it, they may record it on their TV and then they'll put it on streaming services. They'll put it on places that will, you know, that are a little bit dodgy. That's what's going to happen. So Mulan is not making its money back, in my opinion. But there will still be people out there, families, who wanted to watch it, in the cinema, who have not got the chance to, and they will pay that £20 for Mulan. So, you know, you've got those. You've got other films coming up like Thor: The God of Thunder. No, it's not called The God of Thunder. It should have been called The God of Thunder. It's called Love and Thunder. That's one I want to look out for. Doctor Strange and in the Multiverse of Madness. Now, this is the big one. This is the one that seems to be like, for me, this film and what they revealed at DC Fandom with the Flash film. They're two sides of one coin, in my opinion, because you're having. Let's go to the DC end at the minute because it's stuff that's been confirmed. Michael Keaton is coming back as his Bruce Wayne / Batman. Ben Affleck is coming back as his Bruce Wayne Batman. God knows what other Batmans might appear. Apparently, there's a rumour that Danny DeVito's Penguin is also going to be returning in this film. And, you know, there's a lot of excitement there. It's not due to come out until 2022, I believe. But I think it's been pushed back from June 2021 to whatever date it is in 2022. But for me, that is two sides of a coin because obviously Doctor Strange, there's rumours that you're going to have surprise cameos in there. Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man apparently could be in there as well. Kevin Feige has said that there will be a surprise cameo, a big surprise cameo that they're going to try and keep under wraps. Obviously, with recent events with Black Panther, we don't know where that's going to go. Now, I get the feeling they will push back Black Panther 2 for the time being, just out of respect, because whatever they do for the storyline, it has to be careful. I don't want them killing off Black Panther. I don't want them to kill Black Panther off and have somebody else take over. But I also don't want them to recast Black Panther. Now, obviously, that's hard to say because then what else can they do? Because they're the only two options out there, really. Could they have it that Black Panther is still alive in the universe and he's gone off to do something else? So somebody else becomes King of Wakanda. So it could be that Black Panther 2 now gets called Black Panther, the New King, or Rising of the King, or something. You know, there's a lot that they can do, but there's a lot that they shouldn't do as well at the same time. So yeah, that's the Marvel end of things. I think I've covered as much as I can. You've got Namor coming out, Eternals are coming out as well. So there's a lot. There's a lot of films to come. Spider-Man 3, which apparently might be called Homesick, which I'm not too keen on. But then again, saying that, when they first called Spider-Man Homecoming, I was a bit like, why? You know, that could have easily have gone with, putting in a title in front of Spider-Man. You've had the Amazing Spider-Man, and you've had the Tobey Maguire that was just Spider-Man. Why not bring it the Spectacular Spider-Man or the Incredible Spider-Man? There's all these Spider-Man titles that they could use. But we are seemingly getting to a point now where it feels like this multiverse of madness could be a little bit of a Spider-Verse thing as well. We could get multiple Spider-Man. We could get Andrew Garfield back as Spider-Man, which would be absolutely phenomenal as well. Just imagine a film where Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and Tom Holland are there, all as their versions of Peter Parker and all as Spider-Man. That's going to sell money. That is going to sell a shitload of money. So you tell me that they shouldn't do that. But let's move on to now some of the stuff that they revealed at DC Fandom. Now, they had a little trailer reel for the Flash Season 7, which it looks intriguing. I am worried with the whole Ralph Dibny thing that's going. I'm not going to go into it. I'm not political. I am not in any way going to support what the actor did. But at the same time, I'm not going to say that they should get rid of him. Because I love the character. If they get rid of the Ralph Dibny character, then it's just such a shame. But they can't just recast now. The producers have said that they're not going to get rid of Ralph Dibny apparently, because they want him back eventually. It's just the same with Kate Kane as Batwoman. Sorry, she's going to be back. That they are not going to get rid of that character, because one day they could bring them back. It might be a case with Ralph Dibny that they'll bring back another actor. They'll bring a different actor to play him. Hey, maybe that could be another Tom Cavanaugh thing. Maybe in one of the universes, Ralph Dibny. Who knows? But so that's what we got. I'm looking down. It's not because I've got a script, because I told you it was unplanned. So what else was revealed at the DC Fandom? Suicide Squad. That film, so not a trailer, but a behind the scenes little thing. It looks really good. It does. Don't get me wrong. But again, it's that kooky sort of side of the DC, which the original Suicide Squad was terrible. Yeah, let's get it out there. I am not a fan of the original Suicide Squad. There is not a chance or a day in hell that I will ever say that Suicide Squad is a good film, because it's not. It's not. That's what makes me worry about the Suicide Squad film that's coming out with James Gunn. Because it's James Gunn, I will give him benefit of the doubt, because look what he's done with Guardians of the Galaxy. Those films are absolutely terrific. If he can bring just 12%, and I'll say 12% on purpose, you know I do. If he could just bring 12% of what he brought for the Guardians of the Galaxy into this Suicide Squad film, then we're golden. We're absolutely on there. I'll be buying a ticket for myself to watch it with maybe my dad or something like that, and then I'll be there with my friends to watch it a second time if it's any good. So these key things. There was a Wonder Woman trailer, which came out, which premiered the Cheetah character and the way she looks, and it's pretty decent actually. I ain't gonna lie, I was worried about it and it's the same worry that a lot of people had when the film was initially revealed, and they had the Cheetah thing. It was the cat's CGI. That was a worry, but it's not the be all end all, So yeah, they've avoided the cat's problem of revealing it in the trailer. It doesn't look very good. Changing it up. I don't think they need to change it up. It looks really good, and the film itself, I gotta put it out there, right, that my dad is the biggest Wonder Woman fan. He watched the Linda Carter series back in the 80s, and I enjoy it. But to me, because I'm obviously a younger person, I took the piss out of it because it's like, oh my god, why would you do that? Well, you wouldn't get away with that nowadays. Stuff like that. I say things like that during stuff that he used to watch. Bionic Woman, $6 Million Man. That sort of era of TV shows, like that is where I would naturally just take the mick. So you know, it's interesting. What has come out about the Wonder Woman film with Steve Trevor coming back. You know, he's talking to um, Wonder Woman in one scene, and it's like, you look like you've seen as a ghost. You look like you haven't aged a day since I last saw you. So how the hell is Steve Trevor back? You know, I thought when they moved it to the 80s from the 40s, was it? Was it the 40s or was it the 14s? I always get that mixed up. Anyway, when they moved it, I thought, is it his son? Maybe he had a legitimate trial. You know, maybe it was just like a case of a one night stand. He had a child, looks a spitting image of him. They could easily have got away with that, but no. No, it's the same character apparently, so how is he back? Is it even him? Is there something else going on, some kind of maleficent force that's bringing him back to distract Wonder Woman and try and kill Wonder Woman, or try and slow Wonder Woman down from finding something out that's worrying? You know, there's all these little things that could be looked at. So Wonder Woman, that was an interesting one. I'm going to talk about the video games for a second with DC, and I'm also going to talk about the Marvel games as well for a second. But I'm going to start with the DC games. The Suicide Squad kills the Justice League. Looks okay. Obviously, it's a CGI clip. Obviously, there's no gameplay footage there, so we don't actually know how it's going to go. But for me, how are they going to kill? Superman's going to be the last one standing, in my opinion. There is no way on any planet that any of these characters could willingly kill Superman. Can we all just please remember that the only character to ever really kill Superman was Doomsday? The only character that has ever killed Superman is Doomsday. We're leaving it at that, right? So you tell me how Harley Quinn, Deadshot, is it? King Shark was one of them, or was it Killer Croc? King Shark or Killer Croc? I'm not up to date on those characters, on which ones are going to be in it. But you're telling me that they all kill the Justice League? Nah, no. Batman? Are you kidding me? No. So I'm hoping there's an explanation in there for how they do it and how they get away with it, and if they get away with it, even it could start with them all in prison for killing the Justice League, and they escape. I don't know how the game's gonna go, and I'm gonna approach it in the same vein that I am approaching the Marvel game, Marvel Avengers game that's coming out on PS4 on Friday, 2 days time, because it's Wednesday now. So yeah, there's a lot of worry in that game, but let's go now to what was Montreal's Rockstar Montreal, was it? That Gotham Knights. That video game looks really good. We got some gameplay with Batgirl and Robin, I believe. But you've got Robin, and you've got Batgirl, and you've got Nightwing, and you've got Red Hood. All four of these are playable. Now, from what I have I have seen less of Gotham Knights. I have seen a lot of Marvel's Avengers, and the stuff I've seen of Gotham Knights looks better than Marvel Avengers. Now, for me, they had a hit with Spider-Man, PS4 Spider-Man. So why on earth has it downgraded? You know, Spider-Man PS4 is up here. The Marvel Avengers game has come way down. I'm not saying that the Marvel Avengers game is terrible. I mean, I've seen some walkthrough. Not to the point of which I get spoiled too much with the characters. But I've seen a walkthrough, and to me, while it does look like a good game, it looks like it's going to be one of those. It's very story driven at the start, but I'm so hoping that it's not a case that we only play as Miss Marvel, as Kamala Khan, because if that's the case, that's going to be disappointing. Because I want to be able to play as Iron Man, I want to be able to play as Thor, as Hulk, I even want to be able to play as Captain America, and Black Widow. But I was spoiled. I'm not going to say the spoiler here, but I was spoiled on something due to a YouTube video. I saw that there was a mission. It was a Tony Stark space mission. That's what I'm going to say. Go out there and search it if you want, at your own free will. That's your choice. I wouldn't do it if I was you. So yeah, but this Montreal Gotham Knights Batman game looks absolutely brilliant. They're saying that it's not a sequel to Arkham Knight in any way, shape, or form. So that Red Hood is not the same Red Hood from the video game, and that moment where Bruce Wayne is dead, that is not the same moment. So, Bruce Wayne is dead in this universe, and those for the Bat family basically take over. You've got Batgirl, and you've got Robin, and you've got Red Hood, and you've got Nightwing. And I am so looking forward to playing these games. It is honestly brilliant. So, that's the video game side of thing. I am really worried about Marvel's Avengers not being that good. So let's get back onto the films for a moment. One of the films that was revealed was the Batman trailer, the second trailer, and wow. I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't expecting much from this film, not because of Robert Pattinson. It is hard and terrible to be judging somebody based on just one character they've played in the past. You cannot judge Robert Pattinson for his betrayal of a vampire that shines in the fucking sun. You can't do that. That's not fair. That is not fair on any level. He's a good actor. I've seen him in some other films. I can't name any right now, but I've seen him in some other films, and he's brilliant. There's that one where it's revealed that his dad is in the World Trade Center on September 11th, 2001. There's that film. I believe that's him. But that could be Zac Efron. I'm sorry if I've got that mixed up. Charlie Sinclair. No, it's not that. Anyway, but yeah, this Batman film does look really good. It's got that noir style to it. It looks like the Batman film that we've been waiting for a while. Because we didn't get a Batman film with Ben Affleck. We got films with Batman in it, but it was never a Batman film. Which I think is a shame. It's nice to know that we are going to get Ben Affleck back as Batman in the Flash film, but I think I would have much rather have seen the Batman film that Ben Affleck was going to be in, because that would have been that to me, Bruce Wayne, Ben Affleck's Bruce Wayne Batman is actually really good, and I'd put him in the top tier of Batmans, next to Michael Keaton and Christian Bale. So Robert Pattinson has got a lot of competition in the case of he's going to go from here to. Is he going to hit all the way up here? Is he going to come down here? I don't know. But the film looks good, and I look forward to it. I think. I've covered everything that I remember watching. I watched a lot of it. You have the boss. Who's the boss? Where's the boss? Whatever it was. I don't mean that with disrespect. It was just something that came out of the blue. I wasn't expecting it, so I wasn't there to watch it. It was interesting to see some of the fan art that people have made. Some really good fan art out there, and I might look into that. I'm not much of an artist, but build up my skills, that kind of thing. That's what places like Skillshare are for. No, that's not. I don't sponsor them. They don't sponsor me. There's nothing like that here. But yeah, there is a lot that has come out recently about these new films coming up and who's going to star in them. Getting people like Michael Keaton back as Batman and Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man, which is obviously a rumour at the minute. It's exciting stuff. We are living in exciting times, and it's a good time to be a comic book geek and a superhero fan. That ends my video. So thanks for watching. As I say, this was a off the cuff whim video type thing. Wasn't planned. I wasn't planning to do a video today. I wasn't even planning to film a video today. So what I'll be doing next, I haven't got a clue, if I'm being honest with you. Maybe I'll do some chats about Smallville. Maybe I'll talk about some of the stuff that I like. You know, that's get out of that superhero. At the minute, everything's been video games, superhero, and TV shows that I like. Maybe I'll go and do. There's a channel out there. I'm not going to point out the channel. That do these videos where they watch a pilot episode of a show that they would never normally watch, and they discuss it. I might do that in some shape or form. I will not be able to do it where I'm watching the show and you see me watching the show. It'll be a case of I've watched the show. Maybe I'll record myself watching the show. Maybe I'll be able to show pictures of the show. But drink every time I say show. Yeah, that is where we're at the minute. I'm sort of slowing down with the video ideas. Hopefully I'll be able to get some ideas out there. When we start getting some new stuff coming out, I'll start talking about them. In fact, you know what? I've got a plan for my next video. I recently watched Lucifer, Season 4, Part 1. Or is it Season 5, Part 1? Season 5, Part 1? It's Season 5, Part 1, isn't it? On Netflix. Okay, you know what? That's going to be my next video. I'm going to start getting into the point where I'm starting to talk about stuff that's current and relevant. Like I have today. There's a lot of current and relevant stuff I've talked about today. That's what I'm going to get into. So, I have been Scrivo. This has been Scrivosphere. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. And, yeah, all the information that needs to be, you know, do the usual stuff. It's coming up now, so you'll hear me saying it. But so I'm not going to say it twice. But thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.